Well, it's mid-morning on Monday morning, and there are our three spotted ones having a little bit of breakfast. They're late for breakfast this morning. They must have came earlier and we didn't see them.
I fed them a whole 2 pans earlier.
Oh, well, Jimmy says he fed them 2 pans earlier.
Yes, I did.
I know that I came out and fed Lucy a big 2 bowls. She had a private breakfast. She's special. Somehow we got away with bringing food out and crunching carrots and all that kind of stuff, and nobody heard us. So she had a private meal this morning. And guess who is back at the house? In case you haven't heard, MILBURN was here.
And he was being a bad boy last night.
MILBURN was here the next morning after we
I
got...
know you love me, but you cannot stay here. We're going walking again today.
Yeah, I know that everybody has been upset because MILBURN was taken out, but an example. Yesterday evening, Jimmy and I had gone down to the pier to fish for a few minutes before dark.
Where Chris caught 9 crappie and Jimmy caught 0.
But,
I was trying to catch a bass.
But anyway, MILBURN came down with us, which is not unusual.
He was good.
And he was good out on the dock or on the pier. And when we finished and started up the hill, he started walking behind us and proceeded to jump on my back, try to jump on me from the front side. And I have no idea what he would do if I were to fall to the ground. He's very, very strong. He's very tall when he stands on his hind legs. So it's really kind of a frightening deal whenever they jump up on their hind legs and put those...
They're not into the rut yet. When they actually get into the rut, they really are acting by Mother Nature. They really don't know. I mean, and they've killed their masters. I mean, that's happened even, and so because they're not afraid, a wild deer is going to run off. I mean, he's not going to do that very often, although occasionally a wild deer will attack somebody too. That actually has happened, but deer that are kind of semi-tame like this guy is, or fully tame, whatever he is, I don't know, but that rut just takes over and they just go kind of crazy. And I think all guys can kind of identify with that if they will admit it, that we all go kind of crazy sometimes when the testosterone's doing whatever it's doing. And the deer are crazy, and they're big animals. He's pretty heavy. I don't know what he weighs, but he weighs quite a bit. Big old fat thing. All this bad stuff that we were feeding them that everybody said really wasn't that bad. and so he could be dangerous. And so I'm actually going to disconnect the electric gate, which Chris doesn't like that at all. Hold on, we'll disconnect the electric gate and bungee it back together. So I think maybe that gate is not latched. Of course, it's an electric gate, so it's not latched, so it's shut. And if you push on it from the inside, you can actually push it open a little bit. And Apache said there was some hair there on that gate, so I think he probably just once he got his head through, he just pushed through and he opened it up enough to get through, and then it shut back. And I think that might have been what happened. I'm not sure, but we had fed him up there that evening, and he seemed just fine. He come out running out of the woods when I called, and ate a full bowl of stuff, and I left, and he seemed just fine. And then the next morning, you came home, didn't you? Yeah, you came home. Yeah, you came home. I know, you don't have to be looking at me with those big brown eyes. You are not staying here during the rut. You got to survive outside on your own. Find a girlfriend out there. Run around with her and have fun. Come back and see me about Christmas time. He's a pretty boy, though. Well, Chris and I went out and fished a little bit before the beta storm come in here. We're supposed to get over an inch of rain tonight and tomorrow with the beta. But look at that sight right there. That's Jenny out there up close. But that is Lucy. That is Lucy right there, and she's out feeding, eating. Look at her eating out there. She's been really bad sick. She's gained a little bit of weight. She's still not fat by any stretch of the imagination. I know now. I know a lot of you girls that like to look as slim and trim as Lucy does there. If y'all eat grass, you probably will get there. Lord, I apologize for that. But she's doing real good. There's Jenny. Look how big Jenny is getting. Jenny's going to be a really big deer, you know. She's an Iowa bred deer, so she's going to be a really big one. If she can make it. She's good size. She's fat. She's not nearly as big. She's closer to us than she's not nearly as big as Lucy, but she's pretty good size. You notice that Lucy is just about to get her gray coat. She's still got quite a bit of summer coat. Getting a little bit of winter coat there coming in. They look pretty messed up when they do that, but that's just part of the deal. Just the way God made them for summer and made them for winter, where they're kind of camouflaged out. But she loves to feed on the stuff down here by the lake. Got a lot of great stuff to feed on. She's really been eating a lot. She's moving around a lot better. We got some new medicine from Cade, our vet, that is a paste medicine, an antibiotic. And of course, we've given her a shot. We bought some Dextron or something, I think it's called, but $600 a bottle, 500 and something, for 100 cc's. So it's really, really expensive antibiotic medicine. And we gave her 2 cc's of that yesterday afternoon after church. And she's just doing, well, really, I guess we gave it to her Friday. I guess it was Friday we gave it to her. And it's really helped a lot. And this new stuff is a paste. We put it actually on a piece of bread, not very much, just a little bit of it on a piece of bread, and she just ate it right down. It's supposed to be apple flavored. Cade said that he had never tried it, but yeah, she's coming along a long way. You know, she's still kind of walking kind of gingerly, probably got some inflammation in her body, but she's doing great. She's doing really good. I don't know where the trips are. They were out here this evening, but the little family's doing great here on a Monday evening before it's not a hurricane, Tropical Storm Beta comes in. It's pounding down there in the Texas coast right now. And this is the outer bands that we see when you look around and you see the clouds. That's the outer bands of Tropical Storm Beta. It's supposed to put about 1.6 is what's forecast. We'll see what happens. But 1.6 is forecast. So, what a great Monday evening. Wow.
Come on, Lucy. Lucy. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Lucy. Come on, Lucy. Lucy. Lucy's already been to the porch early this morning. I came up front to get my coffee, and I stepped out on the porch and put a little bit of deer food in the bowl. She came out. I didn't take time to fix her real breakfast, and so she probably got upset that I didn't fix her regular breakfast and has gone. Now the twins have showed up and they're already partaking in the big bowl. So let's see if Lucy decides to come out. Well, I think that Lucy is back to her old self. She is not only laying on the porch, she's laying right in front of the door. And I guess maybe she is training Jenny to do the same. Now, I don't know what has brought this on, but you have to walk around her to get out the front door. Our friend and vet, Cade, gave us a paste medicine that is an anti-inflammatory. And we have been giving Lucy that now for, I think this will be her 4th day. It just takes a very little. It's supposed to taste like apple, but Lucy must not be a big apple eater. The first day it went down just fine. After that, I've had to kind of trick her. First day I put it on a piece of bread, and she took that just fine. And then from then on, I've had to break out a honey bun and slather it on a honey bun, and she'll eat it just fine. So, but it is doing wonders for her. She is like a new deer. And Jenny's brother Forrest is under the weather, so I'm going to go check on him and see how he's doing. I think he must be with MILBURN somewhere. So we'll see what they're into. But anyway, thank goodness, I think that Lucy is back among the well and living. Well, here's our little triplets. It's about 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. This post is going to go up a little late. We've just had a lot going on around here. But the little triplets are just doing so good, and they're just thriving very well. Lucy has just, I guess, totally weaned them, and they seem to be doing fine. They come up and eat out of the food bowls, and they graze in the grass, and they just sometimes wander around by themselves. Sometimes one of them will go with their mama. They still love their mama, but they're not dependent on mama's milk anymore. They're very capable of getting by with real food. And they are just so pretty. They're getting a little tamer all the time, where you can touch all but one of them. And one of them's still a little shy about being petted, but they're doing fine. Well, here's Forrest. I finally located him. They're just not much into group pictures today, I don't guess. And Forrest isn't feeling exceptionally well. I don't know. He seems to developed a cold or something. We gave him a little shot this morning. So we're hoping that that will make him feel better. This is a bad time of the year for little deer, and well, big deer too, as far as that goes in Oklahoma. But we gave him a shot, so we're hoping that that will get him to feeling better. And I see the triplets are way over. I don't know if I can pick them up on here or not. They're way over here on the side of the hill now. And Lucy and Jenny are laying over by the storage building. So everybody's just sort of doing their own thing. And I don't know where. Oh, there's the old MILBURN. See if I can zoom in on him. Yeah, there comes old MILBURN through the trees too. So everybody is accounted for. Hopefully everybody is feeling better. And there's old Henry MILBURN. I don't know where he's been all day. Off laying in the shade somewhere. I think he had taken Forrest off to give him some quiet time somewhere. So anyway, see if I can get Forrest up here to eat something, and see what we can't stir up for the rest of the evening.
They're all big ones.
Oh!
Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm gonna get this one.
Oh, man.
Hang on. Let me help. Hang on.
Oh, Wesley.
That's kind of
Over here. There you go, pal.
Golly.
How about that?
Oh my
How about
gosh.
that? Both of them 4 pounds. There was 15 or 20 fish there. Did you see that? It was
Dad,
Man.
take this picture right now.